Hello, my name is Jonathan Hyman, and I'm the Business Development Manager for Home Solar Authority and TaskBuild.com. We are a solar installation services company helping small installers manage their CRM, proposals, CAD designs, signage, and inventory. About a year and a half ago, we started work on automating our CAD design to try and save money, and by printing our placards in-house. So what we needed was a developer who could not only create the backend for this CAD automation, but could also help build a very complex e-commerce website for these custom placards. So after searching around for a while, we finally found Virtual Employee, and to our joy, they sent us Manish Tiwari. And wow, like I really could not have asked for anyone better. His knowledge and understanding of PHP, logic, website development, e-commerce, and all the integrations that go along with that, and all the APIs is just unparalleled. His ability to adapt to new situations, technologies, never ceases to amaze me, and his ability to learn new things quickly, it often makes my head spin. And this doesn't even touch on just how much I love working with him. Every night when we get online, it's just we always have a lot of fun. It's always very creative. He thinks outside the box. He finds unique solutions. And I feel like I'm constantly learning new things from him. So it's just an absolute pleasure to work with him, and I could go on and on about all of his amazing attributes, but I should probably give you a quick idea of the things he has done. So the first project was to do with the CAD automation. We needed a PHP form for the intake of the information. But unlike what we ran into with some other developers who only ever dealt with a PHP form that might have had, 20 or 30, maybe 40 fields, we needed over 300 fields in order to make this work. And not only that, these fields also needed to be logically integrated together so that, certain ones would make others become visible or not visible, or there would be checks between them. There was math and calculations and logic that went on. It was just a very, very complex, it was much more than just your standard PHP form. It was almost its own little program itself. It technically was. Just working with Manish, he would, throughout the whole process, just take on whatever it was I'd throw at him. And I threw at him a lot of stuff, especially I'd have to come along and tell him like, hey, all the stuff we've been working on for the past several days, that needs to change because now Salesforce doesn't actually accept the way we've done this, et cetera, et cetera. And every time I did that, most people would get very frustrated with these changes. Hell, dealing with me, even sometimes I get frustrated dealing with me, but he doesn't. He just keeps smiling, always makes me feel good about what we're doing, and just really knocked it out of the park. Let's see. The other even bigger project that he worked on was building our e-commerce site for these custom placards. And unlike a regular e-commerce site where you're just selling the same widgets, so all you need to do is put up a quick little thing that has the number that you want to buy, some information about it. That's not what we needed. The customer needs, who's this other bit, who are these installers, they need to upload maps, the plan sets for these map placards. They need to enter all the different custom fields that they might need for some of the special custom placards. It's a whole mix of things. And not only that, once that was going, we had to then be able to track all of these orders and each of these placards individually through our production process, and also integrate it with Salesforce. He just, the complexity almost blew my mind, but and made me want to cry. But he just made it seem easy, and no matter what we asked, he was able just to do it. and the end product ended up being extremely easy to use. It was easy for the back end for us when we're adding new products or having to change things. He made it really easy for our customer service people to know exactly what was going on with every order and every item in every order and every placard with every order, and they're able to pull out placards and rush them, even though the rest of the order won't be rushed. He just did an amazing job, and I can't thank him enough. And I can keep going on, and I know I've already spent way too much time talking about him and what he's done. Don't want to like turn this into some sort of Ken Burns documentary or something, really long like that. So I think I'll just wrap it up and say that I am so grateful to Virtual Employee and their staff for always being there for us, for always helping, and for finding Manish and bringing him to us. He really has made it possible for our business to succeed, and not just succeed, but for it to almost seem effortless. And we couldn't have done it without him. Thank you, Virtual Employee. Thank you, Manish. And I look forward to working with you for hopefully many years to come. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.